what's up? It's your girl Soncerae here, and I wanted to talk about the black woman rant. What I've noticed about YouTube lately is that there are millions and millions and millions and millions of videos out there of black men complaining about black women. I was surfing through the internet and I found this Tariq Nasheed video. And I'm not really a Tariq Nasheed fan. I don't really know him very well, but I've seen about 2 videos. And it was about this young lady named Miss Prophet. And Miss Prophet went on this rant, this rant about how wealthy black men are assholes. She was basically saying that African American men in general are assholes. And so it was interesting to me because I was thinking to myself, you know what? What I have noticed about wealthy African American men, or men who tend to have their shit together, they tend to be a little bit arrogant and promiscuous. So if arrogant plus promiscuous equals asshole, she might be right. In this Tariq Nasheed video, he was justifying why African American men who are wealthy and successful have negative attitudes. And I want you to hear what he has to say. This is what the man says.
Let me touch on that. She said that all successful black men who got money and all that stuff are assholes. And let me touch on that real quickly, because I think a lot of women, a lot of sisters do think that, not all, but I think a lot of women do think that all successful black men are assholes. Let me put on some Mackin music for this one while I'm talking about this, and I'm gonna break it down and go back to her. But a lot of brothers who do get money, I think they're perceived as assholes because there is a certain level of arrogance that you have to have as a black male to become successful. You got to really be on some rebel shit to become a successful black male, because you're sitting in a system where everything is really against you. All the odds are purposely stacked against you. So for a brother to be able to move and shake and bounce from that and hustle around that and get his and still survive and still be on his own 2 feet, you gotta be able to hold your head up very high. You have to be able to sidetrack a lot of bullshit. So there is a level of arrogance there, but it's warranted. Whereas other people can kind of get theirs and it's already laid out for them. But it ain't laid out for brothers. So if she feels that brothers are kind of arrogant and cocky when they get some paper, there might be a little validity to that, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's what that brother had to do to get his. You'll find most successful brothers are very confident, on the verge of arrogance, which is a good thing. Which is a very good thing. But anyway, let me play more of this young lady's clips.
Now, what's interesting to me is how he justified a black man acting like this. But if a black woman who is successful and wealthy has the same attitude or arrogance or confidence that he's talking about, we are ridiculed for. We're considered bitches. We're considered the scum of the earth. But it's a requirement for an African American man to be an asshole if he has the success or materials or money or whatever, deems him valuable. No matter what color you are, black, white, purple, green, no matter what your gender is, that kind of behavior is negative. There's no reason for anyone to be that kind of way. There is a thing about when you are successful, you behave a certain way. I don't believe that it's a negative way, but you change what kind of person you are. You no longer hang around the people that you used to hang around because you have you're in a different tax bracket now, so you have a different social circle around you. And I understand that, but having a nasty ass attitude because you got money is crazy to me. Now, what I have noticed about men who are in the Atlanta area who are financially stable, they're driving around with the Benz, they have the college degrees, they're have these decent 9-to-5s or whatever, 9 times out of 10 they are ready to settle down anyway. I mean, most of the men I've met, they see so many women, they go from woman to woman to woman to woman. They don't really settle down, and settling down isn't something that's on the top of their list. You know what I mean? You would think that after a man has accomplished a certain amount of success or a certain level of success, he would feel like, okay, now it's time for me to settle down with a woman. But it still depends on the maturity level of a lot of these guys. Like most guys are under 35 aren't ready to settle down, regardless to whether or not they have themselves together financially, period. That's just normally how it is. Men don't, it doesn't really kick in for them until they're about 37, and by that time, you know, by the time a woman is 37, we're tired. You know what I mean? We would want to been get married long before you know, 37, you know. And I believe it could be because it's the beginning of, you know, time where a female had breast and butt. Men had been trying to get with her. But see, men tend to normally mature after that. Women don't start chasing after them until they get a certain age and they have a certain financial status. So it's different for men. Men grow up different from how women grow up. But, you know, I can't say, to me, most black men who are financially stable or wealthy do tend to be assholes. But that's rich people to begin with. I mean, that's all rich people to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's rare that you meet somebody who is wealthy, who has a calm, down-to-earth demeanor. That's an exception to a rule, you know? I mean, people lose themselves. Like, money, success, fame changes people. And I've watched even some of my close friends inside of the entertainment industry get bigger and turn into a completely different person. So, you know, she could be right. Now, all of the other stuff that she was saying a whole bunch of other things about African-American men, about how ugly, broke African-American men always chase after all of these beautiful women as if they are on the same level as these beautiful women. And, you know, I tell people all of the time, you know, men who are unattractive really, really try harder. It's almost like they have the better personalities. And, you know, it's like when God was passing out looks, this person was in the personality line, and their personality is fucking stellar. You heard me. Okay.
I just want to talk about black men and my stance on them in general, alright? Because, you know, I get a lot of comments in my inbox. You know, a lot of black men saying just outlandish shit. And I just thought I would make a video so I can break it down on my theory on black men, okay? Now, first, what I believe is that all black men are the same, okay? I believe all black men are the same, and they just,
Now, right there, you can tell she's just it's going to be some emotional shit. When they pop up talking about, I just believe all black men are the same. So now it's just some emotional shit. So that's why I'm not really going too hard on her, because she's speaking from an emotional place. Some nigga just ran up in and kicked her to the curb. Sound like they did it recently. So this is pain talking, but here it is.
They split up into two categories, okay? And this is just my theory, this is my opinion, you don't have to agree, you know what I'm saying, it's my opinion, okay? I believe that black men split up into two categories, okay? I believe that you have your attractive black men, your successful black men, your black men that have something where they get a lot of women, okay? And I believe that all of those black men are assholes. They're all assholes, okay? Then you have your busted ass black men that are broke and disgusting, and those are the ones that a lot of black women don't really want it. So, and they're assholes too. Okay? So I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna get into why I think they're both assholes. All attractive black men are assholes. All successful black men that got a lot of money are assholes. They're assholes. They think, you know what I'm saying, they're superior. They think that they can get any woman they want. They're always after the most bougiest hoe they can find. They don't really care about, you know, having a real wife or anything. If they get to it.
So yeah, I'm agreeing a little bit over here. I'm agreeing. So, you know, people ridicule Miss Profit. She took her channel down and everything. I was like, damn, okay.